This could be an absolute game changer. This is the brand new Square Golf Launch Monitor, one of the most requested reviews I've had here in 2024. For the first time ever, we have a sub $1,000 launch monitor that's an optical device sitting beside you as you hit. The MSRP on the Square Golf is $699. And quite frankly, it's taking the world by storm. I've had so many comments to review this guy, and I finally got one here in my hands today. On top of it, Square Golf is completely subscription free, which is, for a lot of people, a huge selling point. Square Golf also gives you access to the top simulator options from third parties like E6 as well as GS Pro. All this from a company that has already developed successful products like the X Putt. This could completely change the face of the budget golf simulator market. So today we're going to take a deep dive on the features of the hardware and software behind the Square Golf launch monitor. And of course, I will give you my feedback on the most important part of any launch monitor, accuracy. That's coming soon. Oh, and I'm giving away one of these Square launch monitors to a subscriber here on Let's Play Thru. I'll give you all the details later in the video, but I guess you can go ahead and subscribe right now. Let's start off here with the unboxing of the Square Golf. It's a great looking package. It includes a battery pack, so you don't have to have any wires attached to this device while you're using it. It also comes along with an AC adapter and the cables to charge the battery. You've got a remote included with this, as well as the batteries for that remote. Nice touch. You've got a pack of 3 special golf balls that allow the launch monitor to get more accurate data. These are very specific golf balls that I highly recommend you use. It comes with a swing stick, which we'll discuss more later. And then of course, you've got the unit itself. Now, when I opened this thing, I could not believe just how small and lightweight it was. But I'll tell you what, build quality looks really good with this, and I'm excited to test it out here today. Now let's cover setup of the Square Golf launch monitor. From the unboxing to me getting up and running and hitting shots and getting data was about 5 minutes. This is one of the smoothest setup processes I have ever seen. There's an app that's available for the iPhone and Android, as well as PC software available. I opted for that Windows software myself, so we can get a nice visual here in studio as I'm playing with it. The download is quick. There's super simple registration. You're gonna get a confirmation email, and after you sign in and launch the software, it's going to quickly find the device. Mine found it immediately. And then I came to the home screen where you can choose between range sessions with either a graphic view or a detailed statistical analysis. By the way, there are 18 data points measured by this Square Golf. You can see them here on screen. In addition to the range, you've got closest to the pin contest for putting, chipping, and full shots. And a standout feature of this device is you've got 10 simulated golf courses included, and as we said, no subscription. There is a little bit of a caveat which we will discuss. Now, in terms of user interface and graphics, I will say this is a very minimalist design, but the trade-off is it's uncomplicated. It's very easy to navigate and understand the options. Kudos to Square Golf here. All right, let me show you the range options built into this one and how it works. All right, so when you come to this screen here, the main menu, you've got your driving ranges, you've got closest to the pin, putting practice, and gameplay, which we will do this later in the video as well. This is the in-game simulator. We're gonna start here with driving ranges. There's 2 options. I'm gonna show you both, but the first one is called graphic mode. We hit that, we get a quick load time, and as you're seeing, we are now looks like to be at a yacht club. We've got a super yacht to our right, we've got sailboats to our left, and we've got the beautiful range in front of us. Down here we can choose the club we want to hit. I'm gonna go ahead with 8-iron here. Something nice and comfortable to start us off here today. And you've got all of your metrics down here that we'll be seeing and testing. So with my 8-iron, I'm gonna expect a carry of right around 155 yards. That's my normal average that I see with other launch monitors that I know to be accurate. Things like the GC Quad. And we're gonna talk about the Square versus the GC Quad here in just a second. But let's see what we get out of this 8-iron here with the Square. Pretty good strike, although I push it off to the right just a little bit, maybe hit it slightly toe side. What's impressive to me is just how quickly you see the launch data and the visualization of that shot. Very impressive. As you can see there, 110 ball speed. My launch direction was a little right. As I said, I pushed it and hit it just a little bit off the toe. Backspin 6,500, which is right around where I'm normally at. And I carried it 151, which is exactly what I would expect out of an 8-iron. That wasn't quite in the middle of the club face. Let's see if we can hit in the middle of the club face now. And let's see if we can draw the ball a little bit as well. There you go. It took a little more inside to out club path. It launched a little left and we got a little bit of a draw there. That one was hit a little better too. I squeaked down 161 yards there in terms of carry. A draw shot's always gonna be a stronger shot anyways. Backspin 6,012, my ball speed 114, my launch direction a little left, 1.6 degrees left. And another thing that I think you should notice here is that a lot of ranges in simulator golf often overestimate rollout distances. I found the square to be really good. Their calculations are pretty great, really. 161.1 carry with 164 total, so it rolled down about 3 yards, a little less than 3 yards. That's what I would expect on a real range, and that's what we're getting here, which is nice to see. We'll hit one more. Oh yeah, we ended with a good one. Look at that, carried 154.7, exactly what I would expect. It rolled out to 157.5. Really impressive stats out of this thing. All right, now I'm gonna show you a different view. So this is your range view. If we go back into the menu, we can go into a data mode here. And in this mode, we're gonna get a nice visualization of our face to path. And again, you're gonna have all your stats displayed here on the right. For this one, I'm gonna switch to 5-iron. Again, love the audio confirmation, and just like on the range, you're getting down in the left corner, you're getting a visual representation of where your ball is. That is such a nice touch. Now, if you want to get club data on your device, you can get that here with the Square Golf as well, as long as you attach one of the included stickers here, 20 centimeters up the shaft of your club. In case you're wondering how much 20 centimeters is in inches, it's 7.84 inches. And again, I'm just gonna attach this sticker here right along the shaft. Now that we've got the club stickers attached, we can go ahead and take some swings and we're gonna get some club data. All right, there you go. Again, data almost instantaneous, so impressive. Ball speed 122.9, my spin 4,100 RPM, carried 181, total 187. Pretty much exactly what I'd expect from that strike out on course. But now we've got club data there on the left side, 3.6 degrees into out. That was the club path. My face was 3.8 degrees open. I hit that with descending loft of 1.5 degrees. I got dynamic loft of 20.1. My launch angle 17 degrees down there. Now that one I caught thin, so the strike not as good. The results not as good either. That one only carried 162. Total 176. You can see the dynamic loft was down a little bit there and the launch angle was down because I caught that one thin. But there's another good one there. Ball speed 120, spin 3,600, carried 174, rolled out to 185. Again, 3.6 degrees into out. My face was open. My dynamic loft was better. My launch angle still a little low there, but that's just something I've got to work on. This is such an amazing practice tool for the price you're paying. The accuracy to me in my eyes, basically spot on. Now, I put this right up head to head with my GC Quad. That is the gold standard. That's also about a $20,000 MSRP launch monitor. It's what the pros use. And I was really impressed with what the Square was doing. Now on the lower irons, things like wedges up to about 7, 6, 5 iron, I was getting pretty much bang on results. The variability was within 1 or 2 yards maximum between what I was getting on the GC Quad and what was displayed on the Square. That's extremely impressive. Now, when you get into the woods and the driver, I was seeing as much as about a 7-yard disparity. Sometimes you get it bang on. A 262 shot on the GC Quad and 262 displayed on the Square. But sometimes it was as much as 7 yards, and spin was a little bit more variable as well, especially up higher in the bag. But all in all, for the price you're paying, $700 versus a very expensive pro grade unit in the GC Quad, I was blown away at just how accurate this Square Golf can be. Now, a question that likely will come up because it comes up with all of my reviews is missed shots. And I am happy to say I did not miss one single shot that wasn't user error. As long as that ball is down in the left corner, as long as you're getting that audible confirmation, you will get data from your shots in both range modes and in gameplay modes. I didn't miss a beat. So now you've seen the range, let's go ahead and dive into the gameplay. Again, this is a huge benefit of the Square Golf, having 10 courses built into this system with the promise of more coming soon. And as I mentioned, now we've got E6 integration as well as GS Pro. So let's dive into the Square Simulator Golf software now. All right, what we're gonna do now is start a game, play some simulator golf here with the Square Golf launch monitor. As you can see, you can choose the number of players you want. If I click on that, I've got my avatar here, Let's Play Thru. You can choose your level, rookie, amateur, or professional. I'm still a mere mortal, so I'm still an amateur. Front tees, back tees, or lady tees. I'm going with the front tees. You can go right or left-handed, and you can choose an avatar for yourself. I've got a nice American eagle there, but you can change those each for each player. Then you can choose which golf club you'd like to play. There's 10 golf clubs included with Square Golf that comes right out of the box. They say they're also gonna be adding more. You can see the distance of each of these courses. You can see the user rating for each of these courses, and you can get a nice picture of what this course might look like. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll choose this Olympus Garden. It's 6,500 yards, that's about right for me. You can choose if you wanna play the front nine first or the back nine first. You're gonna play all 18 holes one way or the other here. It would be nice to be able to change holes or choose specific holes. Maybe they'll add that down the road, but right now you play the full 18. You can choose your green speed, anywhere from 8 all the way up to 13. I'm gonna keep it at 10 here. Your concede distance, this is where you get a gimme putt from. You can go no gimmies at 0 feet or the full 4 feet here, which is what I'm gonna go with. And then we're gonna hit graphic mode. As you can see, at the beginning of each hole, a credit is equal to the number of players are deducted. So I've got 1 player per hole, which is 1 credit per hole. You have to have 18 credits to play a full round. Now out of the box, you're gonna get 55 rounds of golf out of this with the 1,000 credits that are provided. I've got 99 left, so I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my 99, or maybe more, probably 3 of my 99, because we're gonna play a hole of golf here. As you can see, really nice looking setup. And then the camera pans down so you can see where you need to put your ball. I'm just outside of that square, and now I'm in. I've got driver in hand. This is a 366 yard dog leg right. So I'm gonna aim slightly left side of fairway here. And that was a pretty good strike. In terms of carry, about what I'd expect, and in terms of where that finished, about what I'd expect. 242 is almost exactly where I land out on Carrollwood with my first swing of the day. So that's perfect. We got 126.8 in. As you can see on the screen, you're uphill a little bit as well. 1.2 yards uphill. I'm gonna take pitching wedge here, and I'm gonna take dead aim. Wind pushing that one just a little right. I should have adjusted for wind, I guess. I didn't even think to look at that, but that was, again, very good for distance. We got a little checkup on that as well. And I've got a birdie putt. Tell you what, this is pretty darn fun. And I would say a huge, huge step up from what we see out of Garmin with Home T Hero in the R10, and still a major upgrade from what Rapsodo gives you with their built-in launch monitor. Of all of these budget launch monitors, this simulator experience is my favorite by far. Now you can see this putt's moving a little to the right. It's also uphill just slightly, but not much. But I'm gonna adjust my aim a little bit there to the right. I've got a 20-foot putt. Let's see how this thing does for putting. Just so you know, I've got 9 feet to my screen, so I want to think about basically 2 screens worth. It's kind of how I think about it with simulator golf. See what we did there. Are we inside that gimme circle? Yes. All right, we got ourselves a par. That is really a fun experience, I've got to say. You got your scorecard here displayed, and we're moving to hole number 2 here, which looks to be a 385 yard par 4. We're getting a display on screen that says 465, but I suppose that's the back tees there. Let's see if we can fade one here. I'm gonna aim again a little left at target and see if we can cut one. I cut it, but I might have overcut it. Let's see. Ah, we're still on the fairway. That's a good thing. Now you're gonna lose distance on a cut over a draw, so again, about what I would expect out of that particular strike. It wasn't middle of the club face. Accuracy-wise, this thing's looking really good. I've got 164. This time I'm gonna look at the wind, which is in my face a little bit. And I was gonna pull 6-iron, but now I'm gonna pull 7, seeing that. Pretty good strike there. Oh, how's that for distance? Very, very lifelike experience. I'm super impressed. I don't think I've ever seen a budget launch monitor that I enjoyed the gameplay as much as this. Let's adjust our line a little bit here. I love this heat map here on the green so you can see the hot spots. Really nice touch. We're left of the pin there. We're probably heading, well, it's a flat putt. And I guess we're on the fringe because it says 7.4 yards. Yeah, it says fairway. Let's go ahead and chip it then. I don't know if I gave it enough, did I? Yeah, not quite. Every shot I'm taking here is the result I'm expecting, which is really good to see. This looks like a fairly straight putt though. Well, I basically missed a little right of it. It went a little right of the hole. And unfortunately we take a bogey there. Let's play one more here. We've got a little short par 3, 115 yards, but it is uphill, so it's about a 120 shot. I'm kind of in between clubs with that, because this is like my 115 comfortable club, the 50-degree wedge. My pitching wedge is more like 130 comfortable shot, 135 if I'm pushing these clubs. So anyway, I'm gonna just hit this one a little harder, see what we do. Have to get absolutely all of it. I got a lot of it for sure. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, the spin. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. I just knew it would be tough to get 120 out of that one, but it's not bad at all. We're gonna aim the putt there just a little left of target again, because you can see this one's moving pretty quick left to right. Fairly flat putt, but it is going uphill just a touch, 19 feet. Let's see if we can get the weight of this putt correct. Settle into that box. Okay. Nice putt. We took our putt. You get a little encouragement there from the voice on screen. I absolutely love the simulator experience here with Square Golf. This in-game software is pretty awesome. And again, no subscription, it's kind of pay as you go. I really like what they've done here. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned this swing stick here, and this is a very interesting inclusion to the package. Basically, if you're in a small space like an apartment, or maybe if you have children, instead of using golf clubs, you can literally use this included swing stick in order to get launch data. To be honest, I probably would have wanted this to be an optional add-on rather than included inside the package, which therefore drives up the cost of the hardware. Would have been nice, but it's definitely a unique addition. Now, since we're on the subject of preferences, let me talk about a few other things that I think could be improved over time as this system evolves. First off, I'd like to see more options in order to display data. Out of the box, the data points are set where they're set and there's no way to change them on screen, add or take away others. The second thing that I'd love to see added, hopefully in future updates, is a dispersion map. So we get an overhead view of where all of those balls landed on the range. I didn't see it here in the software. If it's there, let me know down in the comments, but that would be nice to have as well. Another drawback is that this is really going to be an indoor unit only. Square Golf does not really rate this for outdoor usage, although with that battery that you can swap in and out, you can take a shot yourself with it, but they say the cameras aren't really optimized for the outdoors. So you're gonna be a little bit more limited with what you can do with this one. And lastly, of course, you have to use special balls. Now, to me, that's not a huge deal because you get 3 balls in the package and they're gonna last thousands and thousands of shots each anyways. And if you're running out, somehow you lose one of these, something like that, you can top up on the Square Golf website itself. Apart from that, I am absolutely blown away here with the Square Golf, and I know some of those little quirks will be worked out as this software evolves. Such an amazing device all around. Now, as I mentioned up front in this video, I'm giving away a Square Golf launch monitor to one of you. There's a few things you need to do. Simply follow Let's Play Thru on Instagram. Also follow the official Square Golf account, which I will link down in the description, and fill out the quick form with your name and email so that I can notify you if you've won. It's that simple. Someone is gonna get lucky here for the holidays, and they're gonna have an amazing practice tool for the winner. I'm so excited to give this away. One thing I will say is just be careful. Sometimes down in the comments, we get fake accounts that tell you you've won to send shipping money. I never ask for anything like that. This is going to be shipped directly to you at my expense. I will ask nothing of the winner. And of course, I'll post the winner's name on the community page so you know exactly who won. That's going to happen in just a few weeks. So get entered and you could be our lucky winner. The other thing I'm gonna leave down in the description, of course, is a link to check out Square Golf. Highly recommend you do if you're in the market for a lower cost launch monitor that's providing exceptional results, in my opinion. What else do you want to know about the Square Golf launch monitor? We'll continue to make some videos about this device. Leave some comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them if I can. And we've got a great community as well that often answers each other's comments. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you back here next time on another edition of Let's Play Thru.